Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and since June of 2022, what's that? It's gonna be 4 years coming up. I've been using Mounjaro to help manage my type 2 diabetes. Before I get into this update, I just want to remind you that I'm not a healthcare professional and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinions about using Mounjaro. Also, I have no relationship with the drug manufacturer or any other company involved in selling GLP-1s or Mounjaro. And just make sure you always talk to your healthcare professional if you have any questions about the medication because everybody is different. So with today's setup, one, this is not a Sunday and I'm providing you with a Mounjaro video. I guess some of you have been missing them. So here I am. But two, I have a different setup today. I have my camera right in front of me on its own tripod. Then it's hooked up to my laptop, which you cannot see, and my laptop is off to the side, or I have prepared notes on there. So I just want to let you know that when I'm looking off to the side, it's because I'm just making sure that I'm covering everything that I want to cover with you. So, how is everyone's New Year's going? I hope it's going well for you. Well, with the new year, as you know, a lot of times insurance resets itself or there's new insurance plans. And with me, my company changed a little bit. Well, with the prescriptions, it changed. And I was pleasantly surprised to receive a text message from Lilly last month with a link to an updated Mounjaro savings card. They did re up the savings program through December of 2026. So I followed that link and I filled out the form, and that popped out a new Mounjaro savings card, which means I can pay as little as $25 each time I pick up my prescription. And under my old insurance, and honestly, I haven't checked to see what Mounjaro is going to cost under my new insurance and what it will be with the insurance card. But anyway, I pick up 3 boxes. Each box has 4 pens, which is 4 weeks per box. So that's basically a 3-month supply for easy math for me to pay as little as $25. If you've been following along my shorts, you know I have not been paying $25. I haven't paid $25 in over a year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be $25 because the cost of everything is going up. And even though I have a health savings plan, um, it's always nice just to save that as well. So I'm going to put a link in the description in case you were not notified from Lilly to get your new updated Mounjaro savings card. Now, I just want to remind you this is the important part because not everyone who has prescribed Mounjaro qualifies for it, because you cannot be on any government run programs in order to qualify for it. And also with my new insurance, I guess I really need to look into it. It's just because I refilled my prescriptions before the end of the year, but two of my medications, metformin, and then the I could never pronounce it, rosuvastatin, the one for high cholesterol, which I am on a low dose of a cholesterol medication, even though my cholesterol is normal. My copay has been zero with my insurance, so I hope that continues. My meloxicam, which is for my arthritis, um, that has a that is not a zero copay. All right, so talking about the New Year's, and right before the New Year celebration was Christmas, and I went up to New York. I went up to Buffalo to visit my family. I drove that so I could take Radcliffe, my dog, with me. And I hope you saw some of the shorts I put up. Went through a really cool holiday cave experience in Louisville, Kentucky, and I only got a very, very short, brief taste of Louisville. I hope to go back there. It looked like a really fun destination. But anyway, that was fun. Drove up. And when you're home, there's always comfort food. I'm fortunate that my parents are still alive. They're very active still. My mom, she cooked a lot of favorite foods, but I was I was pretty good. Um, but then on Christmas Day, my sister hosted that, and it was a big gathering, and she made all these fabulous dishes and everything. And later that night, I really felt it. I really overindulged, I guess you can say. Not just you can say, I definitely overindulged. And I needed some antacids to tame my stomach. If you watch my videos early on, I think it was actually Labor Day weekend of 2022. I had gone up home and I overate on Mounjaro, and I actually got really sick. Um, and that did not happen this time. So I am thankful for that. But I was not expecting that, but it was a lot of rich foods that my stomach wasn't used to. So it's okay. I took care of that accordingly. Oh, something that happened this past Saturday. Um, it really hasn't happened to me before. Basically, I did my injection, my Mounjaro injection, injected in my thigh, and I don't know if I hit a vein or an artery or something, but it did hurt a little bit. And then a couple hours later, I was getting ready for the day, and I felt a little bump there, and it was a little bit sore. And then by the end of the day, I had a bruise. Excuse me. I had a bruise, and then that was Saturday. Today is Tuesday. I still have a bruise there. Now I'm showing you the first image that showed you was the day of. You can kind of see the bump there. And then the next video showing you is from yesterday, from last night. And then the other video I'm showing you right now is actually what it looks like today. So I've never had that big a bruise from my Mounjaro injection. I don't know if any of you have, but it's not impairing me from doing anything. I can still walk. I feel okay. I feel fine and everything. It's just kind of this weird, annoying thing. Um, so yeah, a little bit of wackadoodleness going on. But let me see. Let me make sure I touch base on everything that I wanted to share with you. Oh, well, we're talking about the new year. We got to talk about New Year's goals. So my goals this year, if you've been following along, you know I contracted Lyme disease in 2024, the summer of 2024. Since then, and then for most of last year, I was a slug. I felt like a slug. Um, but towards the end of 25, I really started feeling better. My mind has been feeling better. My body's been feeling better. Um, so I have a goal of basically getting back on the exercise platform. I do feel sluggish. I know I didn't mention weight usually in these videos because I haven't done them in so long. I'll get back into my rhythm, but I talk about my weight, and then I talk about the benefits of Mounjaro and how it's really benefited me. Honestly, I haven't stepped on a scale since I've been back from the Christmas break. So I will do that in the next video, but I could just feel that um, I don't feel as fit as I did before I contracted Lyme disease. So my goal is to move more. And I was hoping on New Year's Day to participate in a beach yoga session, but it was too cold for me. I actually just checked to see what the temperature was. I thought it was like in the 30 degrees. It just felt so cold, and it was really windy, but it was in the 60s, which is not really cold, but it was super windy, and I knew I would not have enjoyed the experience. However, I did complete 2 sessions of PIO, which is the combination of Pilates and yoga. I accomplished those in the last couple of days. And of course, I continue, as I did last year too, walking Radcliffe, my dog, twice a day. So that's still on the agenda. Um, Radcliffe is hobbling along. He had a toe amputated last year, so I know that causes him to hobble. But he went to the vet earlier, or Saturday. I took him to the vet for his biannual checkup, and actually the vet just called me a little bit ago with an update for Radcliffe. For being a senior dog, he's okay. Obviously, he needs to lose a little bit of weight. Um, and he does have some higher levels of protein. So I'm gonna try some different food for him. Right now he's on Sunday's food, and he has been on Farmer's Dog, but I paused that just because of hurricane season because I didn't want to. I have PTSD from hurricane season here in Southwest Florida because they've been so frequent here, and I've been impacted. I didn't want to lose electricity and then lose all that food because the farmer's dog food needs to be kept in a freezer. Anyway, I digress. We're talking about me, not Radcliffe, in this video. So anyway, my New Year's goals, not resolutions, but my goals is basically to be more consistent in the exercising. I also want to get into more strength training, and that's something that I really wish I did in the beginning of this whole Mounjaro journey and experience because I know I had muscle loss because I had awful back pains right when I started losing weight rapidly. So if you're just starting out on your Mounjaro, or even if you're on Mounjaro right now, if you're not doing it, please start doing. I guess I am recommending. I guess I can't tell you to do that, but I am going to start strength training because I know that's what my body needs, and I have some free weights. They're actually sitting here in the living room, so they're very accessible. I just need to pick them up and do it. And on MSN and on AARP as well. They do have some exercises on using free weights safely. So I'll be checking that out. So again, let me make sure that I have covered everything I want to cover with you. Oh, in addition to the exercise, rest. I had forgotten how restorative to your mind and your body's sleep is. Um, I took only a week off at Christmas and then I came back. I worked 3 days last week. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was New Year's, had that day off. I had all these plans on things I wanted to do on Thursday. I did a lot of resting. I didn't do any cleaning or laundry because I learned that was good luck and I don't want to go into this year with any or I learned it was bad luck. So I didn't want to go into this year with any bad luck. So I didn't do any laundry or cleaning on Thursday, but I did get some things done. And then over the weekend, I got some more things done, but I was able to sleep in a little bit. Radcliffe likes to rock and roll around 7 or 8 o'clock. He let me sleep until 8 over the weekend. But I did get some things put away and some cleaned up at home. But I really want to focus on my rest because there's a lot of times I actually last night I slept horribly. I went to got my bed around 11:30 at night. I was still up at 2 o'clock. My mind was just racing, and then I woke up at 6 this morning. Right now it's about 8:30, so it'll probably be another 11 o'clock night. Um, but the goal is to focus on rest. I realize now, looking back at the last quarter of the year, I was really burned out. I just was in a bad mood a lot of the time, but I just had this reset um, over this holiday break, and I'm excited about things again. I'm reinvigorated and looking forward to things, and I have all these ideas and concepts of things that I want to accomplish for myself and just to move forward. And yeah, I realized that I am now closer to 60 than I am closer to 50. So that's kind of a wake up call and things. So we shall see what the new year holds for me, and I hope good things are planned for you. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm just checking it or checking in, making sure I addressed everything. Yeah, gave you a little bit of an update as to what's going on or my mindset for New Year's. Reminded you about check your Mounjaro card, um, check your insurance, and make sure that your pharmacy has your new information. That's very important. So I definitely need to do that. Yeah, so I touched base on everything. And, I always like to end this with remember to be kind to others this week, but also be kind to yourself. But also, if you watch my travel videos and other videos, I encourage people to say yes to adventure. I know at least one of you is saying yes to adventure, but I hope many of you are doing that as well. And I have at least one little adventure coming up this month. I don't know. I was thinking of two over 2 weekends, but now I'm thinking maybe I can do both of them into one weekend. And I'll give you a hint as to what one of them is. I am now fully invested in this walk for peace, this walk across America for peace by the monks who started out in Texas. So they're in South Carolina right now. So I'm looking at a map. Can I make that happen this weekend, or where will they be the following weekend because that's Martin Luther King Jr. weekend? That's a 3-day weekend. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're having success with Mounjaro, and please don't compare your journey with my journey or with someone else's journey because everyone's Mounjaro journey is different. So you need to stay on the path and do what's best for you. And most importantly, make sure you're staying in touch with your healthcare professional. Okay, on that note, we're going to end it up. On New Year's Eve, there was a ban on fireworks where I live because it was so dry. It rained last night, or rained a couple days ago, so I guess people are now shooting off their fireworks, and Radcliffe does not like that, so that's why he is barking. All right, take care. I'll see you soon and be well. Bye.